village was raided by the Cossacks. They burnt the synagogue. Hundreds and hundreds of his followers were killed. His wife and son were killed. He was shot in the chest and left for dead.
My God.
When he recovered, he gathered up his followers, almost 300 people in all, and brought them out of Russia, through Austria and England and France to America. It took them 6 months, but they made it. And because of him, they were able to start a new life.
And they all just followed him, just like that?
Sure, they respect him. They'd follow him anywhere. He's not just a rabbi. He's a tzaddik.
I thought a tzaddik was a rabbi.
No, a tzaddik is more like a messenger. He's like a bridge between the people and God. They look to him for spiritual guidance and leadership. What jobs to do, who to marry, where to live, everything.
And that's supposed to be you someday?
That's the idea.
I can't imagine following anyone so blindly. It sounds more like a king or the Pope.
Well, that's the way it is, whether you understand it or not. Here, you can see for yourself.
Great. On the street outside the shul, the flock had begun to assemble. And as we approached, and they saw Danny and I, they just parted to let us through. I feel like a cowboy surrounded by Indians.
Well, you're in the holy halls now. It takes some time getting used to it.
It was like the party of the Red Sea out there. How'd you do it?
Well, I'm my father's son, remember? The inheritor of the dynasty. Here comes my father.
I've never seen anyone get this kind of reaction before. The congregation at our shul respects and even loves our rabbi, but nothing like this. This is awe.
This is Reuben Malter.
You are the son of David Malter?
Yes.
Moriah, is it you?
It's going to be fine, thank you.
You know mathematics. My son tells me you are very good in mathematics.
Yes.
We will see. You know Hebrew. Surely the son of David Malter must know Hebrew.
Yes.
We will see. Baruch ato Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagofed.
Amen.
Baruch ato Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei mezonos.
Amen.
Yababam, 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 yababam. Ay 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 yababam, 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 yababam. Ay 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 Asora sheyoshvim yoiskim baktoiro shchina shruya b'neihem. Rabbi Chalafto Farchananyo says, ten who sit and occupy themselves with the study of Torah, God's presence abides among them. Torah brings us light. Torah clothes us. Torah brings us the presence of the Shechina. But the task of studying Torah is a task for all day and all night. As Rabbi Meir teaches us in Pirkei Avos, Amehalech baderech v'shoine u'mafsik mimishnoso v'yomer manoe lonze manoe nirze ma'ale olov achosu ki'ilu mischayev b'nafshoi. A Jew who's walking on the road studying Torah, and he stops his Torah study to say, how beautiful is this tree? How beautiful is this field? The Torah considers it as if he has forfeited his life. His very life. So great is the study of Torah. And here's it too. Listen carefully. Whose task is it to study Torah? Is it the task of the world? What does the world know of Torah? The world is Esau. The world is Amalek. The world is the Cossacks. The world is Hitler. Whose task is it to study Torah? It's the task of Am Yisrael, the Jewish people. We are required to study Torah. As we learn in Pirkei Avos, Oilom hazeh doime lefroizdor bifnei oilom habo, haskein esatzmoch baproizdor, kedei shetikones traklin. This world is like a vestibule before the world to come. Prepare yourself in the vestibule, that you may enter the hall. Now in Gematria, this world Olam Hazeh is 163. And Olam Habo, the world to come, is 154. So the difference between Olam Hazeh and Olam Habo is 9. 9 is half of Chai, half a life. In this world, we only have half a life. In this world, we are only half alive. So what do we do in order to achieve all of life in this world? All of Chai? As Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi teaches us in Pirkei Avos, Shekol mi she'eino yoisik batoiro nikro nazuf. That whoever does not sit and occupy himself with the study of Torah is considered reprimanded by God. He is nazuf, hated by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now a tzaddik who spends his life studying Torah in Gematria is 204. And a nazuf in Gematria is 143. So the difference between a tzaddik and a nazuf is 61. Now to whom does a tzaddik dedicate his life? Lokel, Lamed Aleph Lamed, which is also 61. Which teaches us that a Jew who sits and studies Torah and brings God's presence into this world can become a tzaddik instead of a nazuf. Listen carefully. Now traklin, which means the hall, which represents the world to come, in Gematria is 399. And proizdor, the vestibule, is 513. So the difference between the proizdor and the traklin is 114. Now we already said that the tzaddik in Gematria is 204, and the tzaddik spends his life studying Torah, and Torah is compared to mayim, to water, and mayim in Gematria is 90. Which means if you take away the mayim from the tzaddik, you also arrive at 114. Which teaches us that when a tzaddik stops studying Torah, he forfeits his place in Olam Habo, in the world to come. So we have seen that a Jew who doesn't study Torah only has half a life. But a Jew who studies Torah, God listens to his words. May the Torah be a fountain of life to all those who study it.
Amen.
And may the study of Torah bring us Mashiach Tzidkenu v'imhero v'yameinu. Amen.
Amen.
No, Daniel, do you have anything to say? And what is it?
The statement of breaking up from the Torah is said in the name of Rabbi Yaakov, not Rabbi Meir.
Good. It's said in the name of Rabbi Yaakov and not Rabbi Meir. And nothing more? Nothing more to say?
No,
You have absolutely nothing more to say?
I didn't hear anything.
You did not hear. You did not hear. You did not hear because you stopped listening after the first mistake. A person who doesn't listen cannot hear. So, my son has nothing more to say. Perhaps it was too much to expect. After all, my son is not a mathematician. But we have with us here today a mathematician. The son of David Malter. He is a mathematician. Nuruve, do you have anything to say?
No.
You listened to my Dvar Torah and you have nothing to say? Did you enjoy the Gematrias?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And which Gematria did you enjoy the most?
They were all good.
Oh, a nice compliment. But were they all good? Were all the Gematrias very good?
No.
Ah, so which Gematria wasn't so good?
The gematria for Prazdor
is